Top 7 Deadliest Infected in Zombie Games explained. Starting off at number 1, the boomer from Left 4 Dead. Now at first glance, this thing doesn't look very dangerous. It's slow, it's loud, and honestly, it looks like it's one bad day away from collapsing on its own. You'd think this is one of the easiest infected in the game, but that's exactly where people make a huge mistake. The boomer isn't dangerous because of what it does directly, it's dangerous because of what it causes. When a boomer gets close enough, it explodes. And when it explodes, it doesn't just disappear quietly. It releases a massive cloud of bile that covers everything around it. And that's when things go completely wrong. Because the moment you're covered in that bile, every infected nearby suddenly knows exactly where you are. It's like pressing a giant alarm button in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. 1 second, everything is calm. And the next second, the entire area is running at you like you just caused a disturbance in a very angry neighborhood. And the worst part? You didn't even have to do anything wrong. Just being too close is enough to turn the situation upside down. In Left 4 Dead, teamwork becomes really important here because if someone messes up and triggers a boomer at the wrong time, the whole team gets overwhelmed almost instantly. It's not just about shooting zombies anymore. It becomes about surviving the chaos that follows. And let's be honest, there's something funny about how something so slow and awkward can cause so much panic. It's like tripping over a sleeping dog and suddenly the whole house is chasing you. So even though the boomer is weak on its own, it's one of the most dangerous infected in the game when used correctly. It turns small mistakes into full disaster, and that's why it earns its spot on this list. Moving on to number 2, the biters from Dying Light. At first, these look like the most basic infected you can imagine. Slow movement, stiff animations, barely reacting to anything around them. You'd think they're more of a background problem than a real threat. But the danger of biters isn't about speed. It's about numbers. Alone, a biter is easy to avoid. You can walk around it, push it back, or simply outpace it without much effort. But when they start grouping together, everything changes. Streets get crowded, narrow paths become blocked, and suddenly what looked like an easy walk turns into a slow, dangerous push through a moving wall of infected. And the worst part is the grabbing. Biters don't need to be fast to hurt you, they just need to hold you in place for a second too long. One grab slows you down, 2 grabs start breaking your movement, and before you know it, more infected are closing in from every direction. In Dying Light, this becomes especially dangerous at night or in tight urban areas. You're not just dealing with one enemy at a time, you're dealing with pressure from all sides. One mistake, one delay, and you can get overwhelmed quickly. And it's kind of deceptive because biters don't look scary at all. There's no loud roar, no dramatic entrance, just quiet, slow movement. Almost like they're not even trying, and that's what makes them dangerous. You underestimate them, and suddenly you're stuck. So while biters are the weakest individually on this list, their real strength comes from how they control space and slow you down. They don't need to chase you. They just need to make sure you can't escape. Moving on to number 3, the clickers from The Last of Us. Now these things are blind, which sounds like it should make your life easier, but somehow it makes it worse. Because instead of seeing you, they hear you. And trust me, they hear everything. One tiny mistake, like a bottle falling, a door creaking, or you stepping like you've got bricks for shoes, and suddenly the whole room turns into a problem. It's like trying to sneak past a security system that's been upgraded with anger issues. And the funny thing, they just stand there sometimes, tilting their head, clicking, listening, like they're trying to decide what flavor you are. And then boom! Your stealth mission is over in about 2 seconds. In The Last of Us, they basically turn you into a professional, quiet person. You stop running, you stop panicking, you start tiptoeing like your life depends on not existing. Because honestly, it does. So yeah, clickers might not be the fastest or the strongest, but they are absolutely the type of enemy that makes you stare at your screen like, I know I messed up. I just don't know when. Moving on to number 4, the hunter from Left 4 Dead. Now this one doesn't slowly walk towards you or wait around like the others. No, this thing is the opposite. It's basically a living jump scare with legs. You'll be moving through a map, everything seems fine. And then suddenly you hear it. That weird growl, that moment of silence. And before your brain even processes it, it's already too late. The hunter launches itself at you like it's been personally offended by your existence. 1 second you're standing there, the next you're pinned to the ground, getting absolutely bullied while your teammates panic and try to save you. And the worst part? It doesn't give you time to react. No warning, no build-up. You just get turned into a landing spot. In Left 4 Dead, this is where teamwork actually starts to matter. If your team isn't paying attention, you're gone in seconds. It's not about fighting it off alone, it's about someone noticing before you become a highlight clip. And honestly, it's kind of hilarious from the outside. Until it happens to you. Watching someone get jumped is funny. Being the one getting jumped, not so funny anymore. So yeah, the hunter isn't the biggest or strongest infected, but it's definitely one of the most annoying. Because it doesn't ask for permission, it just arrives. Moving on to number 5, the liquor from Resident Evil. Now this is where things start to feel genuinely wrong. The liquor doesn't even look like a normal infected anymore. No proper face, no normal movement, just claws, muscle, and something that really shouldn't be on the ceiling. Because yes, it climbs walls and ceilings like gravity is just a suggestion. So while you're carefully moving through a room, it might already be above you, completely silent, just waiting. And the worst part is how it finds you. It doesn't need to see you. It doesn't need to hear loud sounds. It picks up the smallest noises, your footsteps, your movement, even the way you hesitate. Then it drops. Fast, no warning, no second chance. Just instant panic mode. In Resident Evil, lickers are the kind of enemy that punish confidence. You think a room is clear and then suddenly it isn't. They turn safe spaces into don't breathe too loudly zones, and honestly, they feel like one of those enemies that doesn't care about your plan at all. You could be fully prepared, fully armed, feeling confident, and it still shows up like, nice strategy, anyway. So yeah, the liquor isn't just scary because it's strong, it's scary because you never really know when it's already there. Moving on to number 6, the volatile from Dying Light. Now this is the point where the game basically stops being fair. Volatiles are not your average infected. They are what happens when the night says, good luck surviving. During the day, you might feel safe, like you've got things under control. But when night hits, everything changes. Because that's when the volatiles come out. And they don't walk. They don't stumble. They hunt. These things are insanely fast, like you made one mistake and now they're already behind you fast. They climb, they leap, and they don't lose you easily. Running in a straight line? Not happening. Hiding? They'll find you. Thinking you're safe for even a second? That's where you're wrong. In Dying Light, the volatile turns the whole map into a panic test. Every rooftop jump, every corner, every shadow feels like a bad decision waiting to happen. You're not exploring anymore, you're escaping. And the worst part is the pressure. You can hear them behind you, getting closer, and suddenly your parkour skills become a survival exam you didn't study for. And honestly, they're scary, because they don't feel random, they feel focused. Like once they see you, the chase is already decided. So yeah, volatiles aren't just dangerous, they're the reason you think twice before staying out at night in Dying Light. Finally, number 7, the Tyrant from Resident Evil.
Stop right there!
This is the strongest infected on the list, and it doesn't even try to be subtle about it. It's massive, heavily mutated, and built like it was designed for one purpose only: end you. Unlike other infected that rely on tricks or speed, the Tyrant is pure pressure. It doesn't rush in randomly. It walks straight at you like it has all the time in the world. And somehow that's worse, because running doesn't feel like escaping, it feels like delaying the inevitable. It breaks through obstacles, ignores damage that would stop anything else, and keeps coming no matter what you throw at it. In Resident Evil, encounters with the Tyrant always feel the same. You're not trying to win, you're trying to survive long enough to get away. Every hallway becomes dangerous. Every door feels too thin. Every second feels like it matters. And the scariest part is the persistence. It doesn't get distracted. It doesn't give up. It just keeps moving forward step by step, closing the distance like a problem you can't solve fast enough. So while other infected might scare you in the moment, the Tyrant is different. It stays with you. It follows the rules of one simple idea. You are not getting rid of it easily. And that's the full list of the top 7 deadliest infected in zombie games. From weak chaos to unstoppable monsters, each one shows just how dangerous these worlds can become. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep making more content like this. Let me know in the comments which infected you think is the scariest, or which one you think you could actually survive. I'm curious to see your choices. Also, if you have ideas for future videos or rankings, feel free to share them. I read everything and it really helps improve the content. More videos like this are coming soon, so stay tuned, stay safe, stay happy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Baby, you got something in your nose. Sniffing that K, did you feel the whole